Are you guys having problems with the level 59 Dreadnought? Well, stay tuned for the whole video. I'm going to be going over formations, start game, mid game, and end game, and helpful tips on how to beat this Dreadnought. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, let's get into formations. I know I don't have a beard now, and I know that I'm shaved face and whatever, you know, it is what it is. I only could hold out for so long without trimming it, but we're into the video now. If you guys, give me a comment and tell me which you like more, shaved face or whole beard. Let me know in the comments, and leave a like and subscribe on the video. But let's get into the formation. So we have two buoys in the middle here, and then we have one fish on the left and one fish on the right, and then 7 M10. So the advantages of this formation are, you know, you get both second attacks from the fish, which have a high breach chance and a high damage, as opposed to just using one fish and having the first attack, which has a lower breach rate and lower damage on average. So yeah, you're going to be able to kill both subs in the first two moves and then move on to the fight, and then you have 7 M10s to kill the rest of the Dreadnought. Okay, let's look into the second formation here that I have. I have those same two fish in the front, but I'm sacrificing 1 M10 for 1 buoy here. The advantage of this is that we're not as susceptible to the mines. So if the mines hit the buoy has better resistances. And then, yeah, you still have enough M10s to finish out the Dreadnought. Okay, let's talk about another one. So instead of this one fish over here, we'll replace that with a buoy, and then we'll move the buoy to the first one. And then, and instead of adding another M10, we add a tack sub. So the advantages of adding a tack sub is that it's higher damage on average, and it has suppression. The ability to suppress the Dreadnought is super valuable right now. Once you suppress the Dreadnought, it has a higher chance at a deflect, so that's really nice. But the only problem with bringing the attack sub into the battle is that it costs double the bars to heal. So instead of 1 bar from the M10, it's 2 bars now. So it's definitely something to think about. It has better resistances against explosive damage, but it has worse resistances against the mines. So if the mines target your attack sub, it's 100% dead, and it's going to die more often when it does get targeted. But yeah, those are the formations that I've been using. You know, it's very marginal which ones are better. I can't really tell. We don't have enough data on it, and nobody's really siphoned through that. But maybe we'll have some in the future, and I'll make another video on that. But let's get into the rest of the video where I analyze the Dreadnought fight, where I did 3 buoys in the front with only 1 fish. Alright guys, now that we're in the fight with the Dreadnought, I want to go over a few tips on early game. The first tip is, I want the fish to kill the subs. If the fish don't kill the subs, then we at least want the subs to be within 3 broadside attacks, which is the attack that attacks 3 lanes at once, and we can attack the Dreadnought from that first middle section and the subs on the right. So after we get that done and we're in a comfortable place, now we need to look through the mines and the checkerboard and the frontal attack to see what damage they can do. I would say that a general rule for these attacks is that we don't want more than a collective 3 crits from them. If it gets more than that, back out and try again. Now we need to look at the mines. If the mines do too much damage to your M10s, then you need to back out. Ideally, the mines damage your buoys because the buoys take less damage from the mines. All right, let's take a look at what a perfect start looks like. And then after that, we can take a look at the start that won me the fight against the Dreadnought. Dead. Nice. Love to see that. Wait, no, it's not dead? Okay. That's fine. Crit and die. And then use this sub attack. Use this. Oh no, they're both gonna die. Okay, good. Don't kill anything? Oof. That's good.
How? How? I don't know.
So, as you can see, that's what a good start looks like. The fish killed both the subs, and the mines damaged the buoys and did little damage. Alright guys, now that I showed you the ideal start, I'm going to get into the start where I won against the Dreadnought and show you that it's possible to not have the ideal start and why you shouldn't chase the ideal start. So let's get right into that. So as you can see, I now have both the subs alive on this attack, but the good thing is the subs are using their attacks on my buoys, which is taking away turns from the Dreadnought to use it. But we also don't want the subs and the Dreadnought to cycle attack. So when the Dreadnought uses its attacks, we want to kill the subs as quick as possible or restart. All right, now I'm going to kill both the subs off, and then we're going to get into mid-game. So let's take a look at that. All right, we killed the 2 subs left and right. Now we're in mid-game. At this point, we're just going to wail on the Dreadnought with the second attack from the M10. I'm going to give you guys a detailed breakdown of those attacks. So, from the broadside attack, the first attack, we get 150 to 224 with an average damage of 187, but the damage is reduced because of the resistances from the Dreadnought, so it comes out to 112.2 with a crit chance of 10%. Looking at the bombard attack, we have 109 to 147 times 2, which is an average of 256. And then the average damage to the Dreadnought is 153.6. Now looking at the turret attack, we have 36 to 62 times 3, which is an average damage of 147. But the damage to the Dreadnought is 88.2 with a crit chance of 15%. So your number 1 attack is going to be the bombard, then the broadside, and then the machine gun. But there are specific situations where you want to use the machine gun first. We'll get into that in end game. Let's get into mid game and see what that looks like. Alright guys, this is what I would consider endgame now. 3 to 4 ships left, and the attacks from the Dreadnought are coming up. So we got the frontal and the checkered attack. Now we got to think about cycling our attacks correctly. We should have done this in the mid to late game, which is right before this. You want to make sure you cycle the back M10s first so that they're ready for endgame, because they're going to be the ones that live the longest. Then when we get into the very, very late game, we'll have just a few attacks and just a few ships left. This is the situation where I'd say cycle your machine gun first. Since the machine gun only has a 2 cooldown time, it's going to come back up quicker than using the first attack, and you're most likely not going to have that bombard attack. So this is after you use the bombard attack and you just have the broadside and the machine gun attack. You want to cycle that machine gun first, then that has a 2 cooldown time, and then move over to the broadside attack, which has a 3 cooldown time, so you can get back to the machine gun attack, and that might be the game changer. It's not always going to be the game changer, but this is just in case it gets down to the very wire. Okay, let's enjoy the rest of the Dreadnought fight and see what my live reaction was.
Single fishy is just smacking my shit. Just let me gamble.
That's good. Let me.
You won't let me gamble because I gotta fold every time.
Oh, that's funny, McMahon. That's just funny.
There we go.
So winnable? Yeah, it really is.
Gotta let me fucking crit.
All in. Gotta go all in.
Are you watching this?
Yo.
I'm watching.
No.
I'm watching you, Gunby.
Oh, I'm watching you, Gummy. Yeah, not McMahon.
I'm watching McMahon a little bit.
I think this is it.
Here.
Mines do nothing. Mines do absolutely nothing.
Let's go gambling.
Do nothing. Kill the front left. No, we killed that one? Wait, that's still fine.
Oh yeah. My time is now. My time is now.
Wait, that's good. Don't live. Oh, live.
Well, that's good. That's good. No crits on the front. That's actually underrated.
Oh, let's go!
Because
No
my
clad,
stunt's been taken out pretty quick.
Alright guys, as you can see, I used the machine gun at the end of that fight, which I shouldn't have been doing. I thought the machine gun did more damage, but after further look into the stats of the Dreadnought and to the machine gun, I know that for certain that you should be using that first attack. But on that note, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be replying to any of the comments down in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.